Honorable members of the State Senate, I bring you sad news. Our esteemed colleague, Senator Henry Floyd, has been murdered.
And who murdered Senator Floyd? This Phyl Coe radio mystery program will tell you. Our drama takes place in the compartment car of a crack train from the state capitol. It is midnight, and Phyl Coe and Tom Taylor have boarded the train at a small junction. The conductor has assigned Phil to compartment B and Tom to compartment F. As the scene opens, we find Phil, Tom, and the porter just arriving at the door of Phil's compartment.
Here's compartment B, miss. I'll open the door and switch the light on.
Thank you, porter.
Now I'll just set the bags inside and... Lord's sake, look here.
Good heavens.
What is it, Phil?
Come in, Tom. Look.
Why, he's dead.
Lordy, lordy. That's Senator Floyd. He done shot himself.
Yep. Right through the head.
Did Senator Floyd have a compartment in this car?
Yes, ma'am. He was riding next door in room A with another gentleman.
Porter, go get the conductor.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Phil, here's tomorrow's front page.
I should say it is. Oh, wait. Don't touch anything. I want to get the picture in my mind. Pistol in right hand. Bullet entered left temple. Blue serge suit. Patent leather shoes. Tom, look at the soles of these shoes.
Funny, they look as though they've never been walked in.
There isn't the slightest scratch on the soles. And no creases across the toes.
Oh, and the shoes don't fit him either. They're much too big.
Oh, conductor, the porter has told you?
Yes, miss.
For the present, we'll go to Mr. Taylor's compartment. Porter, please get that gentleman who's sharing Senator Floyd's compartment. Bring him up to compartment F.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go, please. Conductor, my name is Phyl Coe. I'm a detective, and in the absence of the police, I think I'd better take charge here.
That's right, miss.
As we walk forward, will you please tell me who's occupying these compartments?
Well, the senator was in compartment A back there. Mr. Pearson, Senator's secretary, shared compartment A with the senator.
I see.
B, of course, was to be your room. The body's there now.
Yes.
Here's C. A man named Arnold is in there. Here in room D is ex-Senator Sinclair. In E, there's a Mr. Charles James.
Is that Boss James?
Yes, sir. He's the big political boss. Rides on this train a lot. Here's room F. This is yours, Mr. Taylor.
Let's go in, please.
Yes, ma'am. If I can be of any help, just send for me.
Thanks. Tom, this Mr. James, the political boss, wasn't he ex-Senator Sinclair's campaign manager?
Sure. But apparently he didn't manage so well this time. Senator Floyd defeated Sinclair easily. Sinclair's first defeat in 12 years.
Yes,
Excuse me, mister. Here's Mr. Pearson.
Thanks, Porter. We'll ring for you in a moment. Close the door, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Pearson, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep, but there's been
That's all right, Miss Coe. I know who you are, of course.
Mr. Pearson, have you seen Senator Floyd?
Well, not since I turned in. I suppose he's back in the club car.
No, he is not. We just discovered his dead body. He was shot through the head.
Shot through the... But that's impossible. Why?
The gun was in his hand.
But I can't believe it. Well, why should he have done that?
Was the senator greatly worried about anything?
Well, he had plenty of worries. He was determined to clean the state up, you know. That was his platform during the election.
Yes, I know.
The fellows he was especially gunning for were the racketeers.
Did he always carry a gun?
The senator never even owned a gun.
Are you certain of that?
Absolutely. Well, I thought he should be armed, but he wouldn't hear of it. Hated guns.
How long have you been employed by Senator Floyd?
Several months before his nomination.
For whom did you work before that?
Boss James.
What? But James was ex-Senator Sinclair's backer. You changed camps with a vengeance, didn't you?
Well, Miss Coe, with me, one candidate's the same as another. It all depends upon what salary is paid. Floyd offered me the job, a good job, and I took it. I suppose you know that ex-Senator Sinclair and Boss James are on this train.
Yes. Did you and Senator Floyd speak to Sinclair and James?
Well, yes, but they didn't speak back. They're all cut up over losing the election.
Tom, will you ring for the porter, please?
Right.
Mr. Pearson, had Senator Floyd bought any new patent leather shoes lately?
Well, no, he didn't even have time to buy a toothbrush. To my knowledge, he never owned a pair of patent leather shoes.
Oh. Just one more question. When did you last see Senator Floyd?
Oh, about 10 o'clock. Train left the Capitol at 6, and we had some work to do, so we stayed in the compartment. At 10, I went to bed, but the senator decided to go back to the club car for a smoke. The next thing I knew, the porter was shaking me, and well, I came right up here to you.
Come in.
You rung for me, ma'am?
Yes, just a minute, Porter. Thank you very much, Mr. Pearson. We'll send for you if we want you again tonight.
Well, thank you, Miss Coe. I certainly hope you get to the bottom of this. Good night.
Good night. Porter, when did you last see Senator Floyd alive?
Oh, about 10 o'clock, miss. He rung to ask which way the club car was and then went on back there.
Did Mr. Pearson go to bed then?
I reckon he did. He was getting undressed while I was making up the berths.
Do you know Boss James and ex-Senator Sinclair?
Yas'm, they in E and D.
Were they in their compartments all evening?
No, ma'am. They was in the club car all the time. They come back to their rooms about 11.
I see. Do you know this Mr. Arnold who's in room C?
No, ma'am. Ain't never seen him before. I think he was in his room all the time since dinner.
Yes?
He rung for me and asked me to get his blue suit out of his big bag and press the pants. I opened the bag and near jumped a foot.
Why?
While laying on the top of the clothes was a shooting pistol.
Did it look like the pistol we found in the dead man's hand?
I don't know. I couldn't do no more than just flick my eyes at that dead man.
I see. What kind of a man is Mr. Arnold?
Well, he's kind of big and tough, but he's okay. He give me 4 bits to clean his shiny shoes.
Shiny shoes? Do you mean patent leather?
Yeah, some patent leather. He must like them kind of shoes a whole lot, 'cause he had 2 new pairs in his suitcase, the same kind.
I see. Will you please bring Mr. Arnold here? And after that, bring ex-Senator Sinclair and Boss James.
Yas'm.
Well, Tom, what do you make of it?
I think he either committed suicide or those ex-political big shots wanted to get him out of the way.
Suicide? Does that seem likely, Tom? The gun was in his right hand and the bullet hole in his left temple.
That would take a bit of doing, wouldn't it?
You must try it sometime and see for yourself, dear.
Ah, dear Phyllis, just as charming as ever.
Look, I'm Jaime Arnold. What's the idea of getting me out of bed?
Mr. Arnold, you're in room C, aren't you?
Oh, me? Sure.
Did you hear a pistol shot in room B tonight?
Huh? I didn't get you. I'm a little deep.
Did you hear a shot?
No, I didn't hear no shot. But like I said, I'm kind of deep. Don't hear well.
Did you ever know Senator Floyd?
Oh, me? No. I seen him on this train, though.
Senator Floyd is dead.
Dead. Suicide, huh?
I haven't said so.
Well, that's the way with them politicians. They get scared and bump themselves off.
Mr. Arnold, do you own a gun?
Oh, me? No. I never owned one. Play, that's the way to stay out of trouble.
Come in.
Well, look who's here. Boss James and ex-Senator Sinclair.
Pinhead Arnold. Why, this is a surprise.
A surprise for me, too, Sinclair.
How's the cabbage racket? Pinhead?
What's it to you, Boss James?
Gentlemen, I'm Phyllis Coe.
We know you, of course, Miss Coe.
I'm sorry to disturb your sleep, Mr. Sinclair, but I want to ask you a few questions about the late Senator Floyd.
The late senator? What do you mean?
He's been found dead in compartment B.
Dear, this is shocking
No
news.
kidding.
Mr. Sinclair, did either you or Mr. James speak with Senator Floyd tonight?
Why, no. We had no opportunity to speak with him.
Wait a second. What do you mean you 2 guys didn't talk with Floyd tonight? I heard the 3 of you. Yeah, you 2 guys and Floyd, whispering, right outside my door. Yeah, I listened at the crack.
That's a lie, Arnold. We didn't say a word to Floyd.
Oh, no, Mr. James?
No.
Well, you was whispering, all right. You told him he was going to do too good a cleanup job at the Capitol.
Arnold is lying, Miss Coe. If anyone had reason to do Floyd harm, that one is Arnold. Floyd succeeded in breaking up Arnold's cabbage racket.
Well, Floyd bumped himself off, so that lets us all out.
Killed himself? How do you know that he killed himself? Porter,
Yes, Miss Cole.
when you awakened these gentlemen, did you tell any of them how the senator died?
No, ma'am. I was too scared to say much except to get out of bed and come along and see the lady detective.
Miss Coe, Mr. James and I are very tired. We shall submit to no more questioning tonight.
You won't have to, Mr. Sinclair. I'm going to reconstruct the death of Senator Floyd. The senator went to the club car, and his secretary, Mr. Pearson, who was sharing the compartment with his employer, went to bed. An hour or so later, Senator Floyd returned to compartment A, and finding his secretary asleep, he said,
Wait, Pearson. Guess the poor boy's tired out. I won't turn the light on. Might wake him up. Feels kind of good to get these shoes off.
Come on out, Floyd. I want to see you.
Get away from here. I'm going to bed.
Come on out, I said. And don't wake Pearson, that secretary of yours, or I'm liable to pull this trigger. Now stand up. Okay, that's better. Shut the door. Now get into the next room. Come on, snap into it. Inside. Now, you dirty heel. Let's talk it over.
Put that gun down, you fool.
Shut up, I'm doing the talking.
I'll see that you go to jail for life.
Oh, no, you won't. You've done enough to me since you've been elected. Now it's my turn.
No, stop. Don't.
You've guessed it, gentlemen. The man who murdered Senator Floyd is Pinhead Arnold.
All you need is good common sense to point out two reasons why Phyl Coe suspected Jaime Arnold. You heard all that happened. You know everything Phil knew. Next week at this time, a thrilling new mystery program starring Phyl Coe, the girl detective. Listen and hear Phyl Coe solve the case of the laughing ghost. It'll give you cold shivers. You'll love it.